Let us explore the remarkable career of Anthony Burgess, born John Anthony Burgess Wilson in 1917. Burgess was one of the true men of letters of the 20th century, writing across genres with a mix of wit, moral seriousness, and a playful love for the bizarre. Though he produced more than 60 books, he is remembered most widely for his dystopian satire A Clockwork Orange, and that association has been asked in exam. The novel became even more famous after Stanley Kubrick adapted it for film in 1971. And that adaptation year has also appeared in exam questions. Burgess was not only a novelist, he wrote librettos, screenplays, translations, and even contributed to the television series Jesus of Nazareth. In the world of journalism, he worked as a critic for The Observer and The Guardian, demonstrating the same intellectual range that marked his fiction. He was also deeply influenced by James Joyce, and his study of classical and modern writers shaped his experimental narrative styles. An interesting detail often highlighted is that Burgess wrote fictional works based on the lives of Christopher Marlowe, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and John Keats, and this fact has been tested in exam. His novels are numerous, with many becoming essential reading for modern literary studies. These include the Malayan Trilogy, a set of novels that has been asked in exam, and titles such as The Right to an Answer, The Worm and the Ring, and One Hand Clapping, which he published under the pseudonym Joseph Kell. He also produced the Enderby novels, the surreal narrative M.F., which has appeared in exam, and major works like Napoleon's Symphony, Beard's Roman Women, and Any Old Iron. Burgess also wrote fictional biographies. Nothing Like the Sun reimagines the life of William Shakespeare, and this detail has been asked in exam. His novel, A Dead Man in Deptford, explores the final days of Christopher Marlowe, another exam topic. Burgess returned to Keats in Abba Abba, a novel from 1985, which not only responds to Orwell's 1984, but also presents a fictional version of Keats' last days. Both aspects of that novel have appeared in exam questions. Among his later achievements, Earthly Powers, The Kingdom of the Wicked, and the verse novel Burn showcase his narrative ambition and stylistic bravery. Now let us turn to A Clockwork Orange, first published in 1962, and that year is a frequent exam point. The novel imagines a near-future society plagued by extreme youth violence, and this setting has been tested in exam as well. The story is narrated by a teenage delinquent named Alex, the leader of a violent group called the Droogs. Alex loves classical music, especially Beethoven, and that combination of brutality and beauty makes him one of the most unsettling narrators in modern fiction. His distinct slang, known as nadsat, blends English with Slavic influences, including a playful use of the Russian suffix meaning teen. Burgess famously wrote the novel in 3 weeks, a detail that students often encounter in exam. Throughout the narrative, Alex guides us through a series of crimes, betrayals, and confrontations. The Droogs eventually turn against him during a robbery, and this betrayal sets the entire plot in motion. One of the recurring questions in the novel appears early. What's it going to be then, eh? This line echoes through the text like a taunt directed at both Alex and the reader. When Alex is finally captured, the authorities subject him to the infamous Ludovico technique, a form of aversion therapy designed to eliminate criminal behavior. In theory, it reforms the individual, but in reality, it strips Alex of the ability to choose. The novel's central moral debate is expressed in the line, "Goodness is something to be chosen," a statement that challenges the idea of forced morality. After undergoing the treatment, Alex becomes a victim of the same society he once terrorized. He is beaten, exploited, and manipulated, raising questions about freedom, responsibility, and the nature of the human will. The novel concludes with Alex regaining his ability to choose, prompting him to reflect on his uncertain future. The final line, "I was cured all right," captures both his liberation and the unresolved tension beneath the surface. At its heart, A Clockwork Orange examines the conflict between free will and social control, exploring how violence, morality, and the state shape the individual. Burgess's novel remains one of the defining works of 20th century dystopian literature, not just because of its shocking content, but because it asks a question that still resonates. Is a person truly good if they have no choice but to be good?